Well, this was going to be so easy. Finish off the scroll, put in a little verse from the Book of Psalms, paint in cross, and we'd be ready to do the background, bung in the halo, do the inscription, knock it all over in no time at all. Didn't work. Did not work at all. So here I am. I've begun to decorate the little scroll, just using mainly unbleached titanium and a little bit of burnt umber with it, put in some shading, doing some experimenting with a few bits of paper to see how the cross will work, and just want to make sure things are going to go straight. Actually putting in a few little pencil lines. Sorry we can't see this, but I had the camera all wrong, but I was then going back to put in some unbleached titanium as the base colour for the scroll. The bit that curls up at the end, and the bit that the text will be written on. It is blending alarmingly with the hand. It needs a bit more definition than that, but anyway, this is early stages. This is going to work okay. It'll be fine. Bit of titanium white to go in, using the big brush to make it smoother, make it smooth out the paint. So it was a flat brush. Now, how about that cross? Just paint it in nice straight line. That's all right. That's going okay. That's with, again, with titanium white, unbleached titanium. That's happy enough. Some little edges on the cross. Just check the dimensions. Oh, oops, completely wrong. Ah, well, first mistake. Need to get the cross beam the same on both sides. Another coat. This time a bit of titanium white, because this is going to be a white piece of paper that's written on, and making the cross a little bit lighter too. It will need to be outlined. Now I am aware one of the problems with this cross, and we'll see with big corrections have to be made later on, but it needs to be of such a tone that it will be able to be seen clearly with the white background and with the darker red background. Hoping at this stage that putting in a burnt umber, which is nice particularly when it's mixed really with a lot of pigment in the mix, burnt umber going around the edge. Now this is not a time for a 3 brush. This is time for a quite a small 1 brush, and that's a nice fine point, and putting in a straight line. Straight lines are so hard. You've got to have a, I don't know, a steady hand and a pure heart. I'm okay on the steady hand for the most part, particularly if I grip it with the other hand. Straight lines are harder than curved lines, I reckon. So a bit of definition with this same brush and same burnt umber on the scroll. Don't want it too dark. You don't want, it needs to look like a piece of paper, not like it's been edged in. Putting in a bit of highlighting on the cross, so there's not just a flat, very pale yellow, but putting a little tiny bit of white in there. Okay, some more white highlight on the scroll. Let's put in where the psalm inscription is going to go. I've put in a few tiny markers to show where the lines are going to go, and I had also on my sketch pad also written the text in to get it ready. There it is, so I know how it's going to fit. While we wait for it to dry, let's go over some of the shading a bit, again to pull the sleeves forward. More highlight on the scroll. Waiting for that surface to dry before starting again to write in the text. A bit more white. A bit more white on the cross. Make it lighter in the hope that it'll stand out better. Okay, put the whole thing on its side so I don't have to write this text at a funny angle. Okay, so what I'm writing is, in my distress I called to the Lord and he heard me. It's from Psalm 18 verse 6. Now in the New Revised Standard Version of the Psalm, 18 verse 6 reads, "In my distress I called upon the Lord, to my God I cried for help. From his temple he heard my voice, and my cry to him reached his ears." Well, I don't have enough room to write all that on this little scribe. I'll tell you what, using a brush and writing in this small is, it takes me back to the first icon I painted of Christ Pantocrator and inscription on that, and I must have painted that out about 3 times before I was happy with it. This agony reminded me of that. So it's been paraphrased slightly so that it fits okay. In my distress I called to the Lord and he heard me. It's written in lowercase except for the word Lord, which traditionally in the Hebrew Scriptures, in the Old Testament, is written in uppercase to denote its specialness. Indeed, it is in place of the name of God, which Jewish people do not say. So a translation of Adonai, which they will use, Christians will put the word Lord, but in uppercase. It's not terrific. And the last line, get rid of it, start again. Ah, and I wanted a little cross down here in the bottom. A Maltese cross. Enough already. This is just agonising. I'll need to take time out and rest and regroup and attack this blighter again later. Monica, I'm sorry I called you a blighter, but I'm really struggling with